Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My thanks in the first place to the IDSC and Chairman Sharif for hosting us today in this seminar, in which the Spanish side has been driven by the Foundation for the Spanish Transition and the Agency for Cooperation, which is here represented. Before we listen to Dr. Charles Powell, and I don't want to anticipate the point that he's going to make about if transitions are similar or each one is completely different, my personal take is that really each transition derives from the history of each country, and therefore we are really, there are as many transitions as there are political experience and different histories. Our history, which determined the Spanish transition in the 70s, the history of the 20th century was a history of a failure in our first essay of democracy in the 30s, which unfortunately, and due to the very deep divisions within the society, ended with a very cruel and tragic civil war at the end of the 30s. So then 40 years had to pass before we had another opportunity at starting to build a democratic system. And I think one of the key psychological factors in this second experience of democracy was the memories of the Civil War and the will to learn the lessons of the past and not to repeat the mistakes that we had done in the 30s. So the second time in the 70s, it worked much better, and we managed to build a political system. It took time, of course, it took quite a long time, but we managed to build a political system of which we are proud now. But when I say this, I must add that a democratic system is, you cannot never take it for granted, and you have to build it day to day, and every day you have to realize that if it doesn't get more strong, it will get more weak over time. I don't have to tell you that Egyptian history is quite different from ours. You have had different experiences, but I think it is useful as an intellectual exercise to compare experiences, to share points of view, to see how one country, one nation solved its historical challenges, and other nation is trying to solve now, as you are, your challenges, and to build a society in which you can live together as Egyptians, citizens, in which you can harness all the enormous energies of your young people, of your older people, of men and women, in order to build a better country and to find a better way for your people and the country as such. We know how difficult transitions are in Spain, and here we have also the ambassador of Uruguay and our brothers from Latin American countries. They also know how difficult to build, to go through a transition processes. It takes many years, and it takes a lot of contradictions and efforts. But if you are sure of what you want, what is the goal that you want to arrive to, then that is the best recipe for success. And in that path, you will always find Spain at your side, trying to support you and feeling very close to you, and wishing all the best for Egypt at this crossroads. Thank you very much.